You're tuning into another edition of the Hot Seat. We'll be right back. Big. Now it's tripping. But it ain't. I thought that was. Nah, hell nah. This is somebody else. I said, what the fuck? That's why I was stuck. I'm like.
It's some topic, they talking about it. What the style is, fish your fingers, start your dialing. Won't you call it? Phones ringing, so surprising. And that's when you wanna. I'm talking man or woman. Well, by now I guess you need the number. 44292-1420, homie. 44292-1420, homie. Boss hog, King Tut, gon' hit us up. He ain't nothing. Boss hog, King.
Welcome to the Hot Seat. It's your boy Bam the Boss Hog.
And I am the undisputed king of urban media, Tuck, and we have a really, really great show for you this evening. And this show, and it's loud, man. For some reason why my headset is loud. But this show is entitled Raw, Uncensored Black America. And the community is going to speak out the truth of what's really going on in our society today. Not the edited, not the scripted, not the PhD, not the master's degree, not the doctorate, but the people are going to speak today here on the Hot Seat. So, Bam, are you going to introduce the guests?
Who are the people?
The people from our community. Not people speaking about our community, but people from our community would talk today here on the Hot Seat.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up, because generally when you hear people talking about our community, they're talking from the outside looking in, not from the inside looking out. So we've invited Flo Nunya.
Flo Rida?
Flo, a community activist, Flo Nunya.
What she want? She's anonymous?
No, her last name is Nunya.
Nunya.
Yeah, Nunya, that's what she told me. But anyway,
All
so
right.
at this time, we're going to introduce, and my headset's still loud for whatever reason. We're going to introduce Flo, and Flo, I want you to share with our listening audience some of your perspective. We want to welcome you first to the Hot Seat, and we want to talk about uncensored, raw, what's going on with the African American people, and why are we so dysfunctional at this time in society.
Greetings, listeners. Greetings, Bam, and also Victor. Thanks for having me. But number one, we don't have a community anymore. We have neighborhoods, which are, the slang, the hood. We all live in the hood now, which we need to get back and bringing our communities back. Number one, let's stop begging the government for our school systems, faulting them for the school systems, faulting them for the food stamps, the welfare, the public housing. How about let's get together and build our communities? Go back to what God intended.
When you say faulting them about the food stamps and welfare,
Well,
who's doing that? Not the people that's on it.
Yeah, once they get cut off, why am I cut off? They did this, they did that, they won't get me. We need to get back to community, getting out here being nationalism.
And what is nationalism for
Well,
uneducated?
we taking care of our own. Stop looking for the outside handouts. We got enough hand-ups. Can we start doing for ourselves? Get back to gardening. God gave us this great big old world, all this greenery here, all these lots and plots out here that's just sitting there. We know how to get out there and get our own vegetables, fruits.
So how would you even approach a monster like that?
Well, that's why we're heeding the call right now today. This is a call. Let's get together and start the community. I can't come up with all the answers. You can't come up with them. Bam can't come up. So we can come together as a unit There's that word, unity, community, right?
They won't let you put no garden in the projects.
Why? Have we ever tried it?
I've never seen it.
Well, hey.
Well, I never heard nobody talk about it either.
Yeah.
But,
so how you know what they won't give us?
But we
there we go again, asking what they gonna give us.
But you know, you guys made a point. So you were saying, and I totally don't understand. You said when somebody gets cut off their food stamps, they blame somebody else. I mean, how do you get cut off?
Basically, I think, well, you don't turn in the right paperwork that you need to turn in on time. Just like turning your homework.
So it's not you sign them one time and then you just
you got to reapply.
You have to reapply. You have to do your, like you said, do your homework.
Yeah, turn it in.
So when you
turn that paper, if you don't fill it, turn it back in. You get cut off.
You get cut off, babies and all.
Okay, you know, so let's talk about the family. I want you to touch base on what's going on with the black family, not the community, not the food stamp. What is going on with the black family as a unit?
I believe it's because of the men out of the homes. That's where that Section 8 come in. You know, you can let mama.
I totally disagree with that.
Oh, you totally disagree? Okay.
I totally disagree. I think in some cases it's good not to have a man in the home.
Oh.
And the reason why I say that is because every man is not a good man, and every man does not set the example for the young man.
But that don't make him a man. That's not a man.
But you're saying that the man needs to be in the home, and there's some, and fortunately, there are some strong black mothers out there who can control and hold the household down and generate responsible young children and young men and women.
Do you know how you would not even understand how hard that is? So
I understand it's hard. I totally understand, but a mother would do anything to protect their children, and a father in some cases will. But and you're saying the father's not in the home, so he's not trying to do the right thing anyway. So with that said, why would he be good in the home? What if he's an alcoholic? What if he's a drug addict? What if he's a robber, stealer, whatever? Is that a good example for
you can learn from alcoholic?
Huh?
You can learn from alcoholic and drug
I didn't say you could.
I'm saying,
and you could also learn how to sell drugs. And that alcoholic could beat your mother. I mean, there could be a lot of things.
But it teaches you not to do that.
Huh?
You take it how you want to take it.
So you would want him in your house. You would want a man.
I would know not to be that way when I grow up. That'd be the opposite of how I want to be.
But would you want your mother to go through that?
Man, listen, I haven't lived through that. So it's nothing that. But you don't want to go through it, but it teaches you not to do that.
But in some cases, it could teach you not to, and then on the other hand, it could teach you to be exactly.
And that's my very point.
Okay, so then how come as a community, once again, we get together and help those brothers and sisters, opposed to pointing fingers, come up with some type of program that can reach out to these men that's not being upstanding, and then start off catching them at a young age instead of them going to the jailhouse. Let's take them and give them training.
Well, you know, I agree with that. I said that we don't need any more parks in our neighborhoods. We need centers where people can go get help. We need counselors to come down and teach people how to get out of their situations. Not give them a basketball and tell them to go out there and shoot hoops till the sun go down. And then when they turn the basketball in, they go back home to the same situation they left. So I totally agree with that. But as far as men, I guess we have to figure out how to reach these young men. And you know, you brought up a great point when we talked earlier about how you approach a young man with his pants down. I would like you to share that with the listening audience, because that was a male couldn't do that, but you could pull that off. But you know, and it made sense. So would you share with the listening audience that right now?
Yeah, you don't approach them loudly where you as they would say, disrespecting them or putting them on the spot. You kindly go up to them, you tell them they look nice, and why don't you pull them britches up?
Yeah.
You know, just pull them britches up.
You gonna try that? Yeah. Hey man, you look nice, but could you pull your pants up? But you know, I guess that's one way. I think that the churches should preach the same sermon or briefly speak on the same service every month. I think month to month, churches across America should preach something. Have the focus of the month. If the focus of the month is pull up your pants, every African American church out there should try their hardest to mention it in some shape or form across the country, because we have to do it in masses. We can't do it one or two people. You saying what you say may change the situation, but the situation is much bigger than just you saying what you're saying. So it's going to take a bunch of people to get involved. So churches aren't unified, and you were talking about families not being unified. Churches have to come together. I mean, churches were once on the same page in a sense, and we had somebody in here, and Ben remembers this. They said the church in Michigan was preaching the same thing as the church in Alabama. Now churches are preaching prosperity and all the nonsense and everything else. They're not preaching things of substance. You know, get your Cadillac. You know, make a lot of money. If your man don't have a high credit score, you don't need to be with him. I mean, that's ridiculous. If you don't have a high credit score, and I'm speaking for myself, but that means you don't deserve love. Is that what the preacher is actually saying?
It looks that way.
Are we for real?
That way. That's what I'm saying.
Are we
so
for
we
real?
need to get back to communities. Quit putting it on the pastors and the preachers, especially the ones we know that's not speaking the truth.
Well, how do we know? We don't know who's speaking the truth.
It's called research.
Huh?
It's called research.
I don't believe nobody, so it doesn't matter who preaching it. I don't believe it. So, I mean, getting back to the family, you know, and I speak about families once being very united back in the day. When we didn't have nothing, we were together. Now that we got this and that, we're separated. You know? Well, it's a line between us now. You know?
No communication. That's where the games come from. Because we don't know how to communicate with one another.
Why is that?
No communication. We don't know
Why?
how to.
Why?
It's a barrier. I'm from Chicago, so it's all about this color, that color, separation.
Okay, well, now you're in the South.
Same thing. Just a different.
Separation. What do you mean separation in
I'm
color?
from the north. I'm from up north. You're from down south, and all the back and forth.
Okay. That makes sense.
We have to come together. That's where that unity, the word community, unity.
But you're
comes
telling
together.
me what we need to do, but you're not giving me any form.
So why don't you start?
I have an organization called Save the Future, and it's geared to young men that's in the jail system. We don't have to keep making it repeat. They starting from the ages of 16. Well, my program is from 16 to 21. We can get them out here and get them to the farms when they have to do community service, help them with their community service, help them to keep going, keep making a track record.
So where do you get them from?
If they're on probation, we take them to go do their community service. So we link up with the counselors there, the probation officers.
So do they ride horses at the farm? What is it?
They can. They can learn to ride. They clean
Yeah,
stalls.
ride off into the sunset.
Yeah, clean
Like
stalls.
Wide
Learn
Earth.
about it.
I broke his neck a half a mile down the road.
Well, we hope that won't happen.
Tried to escape on the horse.
No, they're just on probation. They're not incarcerated.
So,
yeah.
much talked about subject, and we're going to have a good one when I bring this up. The Trayvon Martin Zimmerman trial. What's your thoughts of that?
Let us handle our own baggage. It wasn't right because you and I have had this conversation, and you said that what is the difference? What was your quote?
My quote is, we raise Cain when somebody outside of our race kills a young African American male, but we don't say nothing when we kill each other. Young African American males kill each other every day. That's what frustrates me, because I don't see it. I hate to say it, and Trayvon Martin definitely didn't deserve to die, but I'm the least afraid of Zimmerman, but I am afraid of them young African American males.
And that's so sad.
It is, but it's true. See, I can speak the truth. See, I'm not the only one that feels this way, but I'm the only one that Peter is bold enough to say that. Why? If we told the truth as African American people, then we probably could get something done.
If we told the truth
of our true feelings versus trying to get behind something or rally, we know that these young African American males try to intimidate not only us, but everybody they come in contact with.
So you're gonna be known for taking one for the team. you represent all the ones who don't want to say it. You just take one for the team.
I'm gonna take one for the team. That's what you want to say. But that's true. We are not. See, you want to fix the community. First, we have to acknowledge that we do have a problem. And you say, stop blaming everybody else. And that's exactly what we're doing. Look at the picture and describe the picture exactly how it is. You know, hands on the ground, intimidation. They'll try to intimidate you when they walk in front of your car. Every one of us have been through that. They look at you as if, Bam, have you not been through that? Flo, have you not been through that? They will look at you like, I wish you would hit me. Now, we got this ton vehicle that we're in, and we can easily just run them over real good. And I would love the law to say you can go ahead and run them over. I would run them over. And that doesn't make sense. Here you have this car that can kill you, and you're staring the driver down in the face as if you're going to do something. I ain't never seen one Caucasian ever do that to me. Never in life. They'll get out the road. They'll scurry out the road.
They're intimidated by you. You're just a more mature black man. They're intimidated by you as well.
And them brothers with their pants sagging, they just take their time getting across the street like they're a turtle. You know, I wish you would. You know, that's crazy. You know, and you saw the situation where one guy was getting ready to rob the people in line trying to buy the LeBron James tennis shoes. It was
Saturday.
There's 30 people in line, and the shoes cost $189 or something like that. And this guy pulls out a gun on the line and tells them, everybody freeze. Well, one thing he didn't know, that there was other folks in that line that had pistols. Long story short, you didn't hear about this?
No.
But it killed him. Somebody in line
But
shot.
why are we selling tennis shoes for $189 still this day? Why is this still continuously going on? Why?
There is a market for it. But that's not even my point, the price of the shoes. We'll get to that. But my thing is, even if I was buying those shoes, the thought that not only somebody tried to rob us, but there was other people in line with guns also. That's crazy to me. That's what kind of mentality is that? And that's us. This guy shot that gun, shot him dead. They had it all captured on the news. I don't know where you've been. Come on.
I don't watch the news.
And guess what those 30 people did that were standing in line? What do you think they did? There's a shooting going on. What would you do?
I would duck.
Huh?
I would duck, get on the
Them
ground.
folks stood in line, waited for the store to open to get their shoes.
But they also bought him the shoes.
Who?
The guy who shot him.
Oh, he had to pay for his.
No, they put
wow.
They put in on
Come
the
on,
shoes.
come on. What kind of thinking is that? What is that?
That's our mentality.
Do I want some shoes after I just witnessed somebody get gunned down? The last thing I'm thinking about is some shoes. I'm trying to get home.
That's the mentality.
But what about the guy who shot the baby?
Now, you're talking about yesterday at the bank.
No, it wasn't at the bank. It was actually at the Kroger.
Right, but it started at the bank.
He had just robbed somebody at the bank.
Right, but the thing about that was, you know, one thing I'm going to do is mind my business. This guy, somebody
confronted him.
Yeah, the guy who did the robbing gets confronted by what they call a good Samaritan. Is that what they call him?
Yeah.
A good Samaritan tried to subdue him, tried to hold him down.
Yeah.
So he didn't hold him down well enough because that guy got loose and started crashing.
I just saw the footage. He didn't even hold him down. They had words. Like, they was going in the Kroger, and the guy was like, I saw what you did, just talking to him. So the guy, when they got in the car with his baby, but the other guy was about to go in Kroger. So as he's getting in the car, the guy ran up to him, like, really started shooting. It sounded like it was a semi-automatic. He shot like
in the car, shot them.
But he hit nobody but the baby.
But the baby.
He shot like 7 times. They had played footage on 5 o'clock news.
I'm not gonna say nothing to you. I just see you do something. I'm trying to get away from you.
That's it.
And then the dude had walked in the stove, like, you know, they showed him throwing up fingers.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever.
The shooter?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to the Zimmerman case. Now, when we kill each other, nobody sees anything. No witnesses, no nothing. It might be a crowd of folks, but no snitching allowed in our neighborhood, right?
That's true.
Now, folks, the black folks trying to get folks to snitch for against Zimmerman. How is that? How is it we can sit up here and witness a murder and we didn't see nothing? Are we that intimidated? Are we scared? What is it? What is it? What sense does that make? If your child dies, you want somebody to tell who killed him. Now, if somebody else, if you witness somebody's child die, you didn't see nothing.
So back in the days, what they do?
We had no killing like that back in the day. That didn't happen.
No, what about the so-called snitching rule? How they go?
I don't think it was
We
nothing
didn't
to tell.
snitch. Well, right, it really wasn't too much, but the little things that did go on and happen. That's where the no snitching rule come from. It started, you know.
If we do start telling, maybe we can get a hold of something. But if you know you can get away with a crime and ain't nobody gonna
I tell you, people are not telling for some fact that if they tell, there's no one to secure them.
Yeah, and I heard that on the my show, The First 48, the other day. And they were talking about they can't go back into their community once they've turned someone in.
Oh, no way. Get out of the city or whatever.
But it's a necessity. It's a necessity to stop this. This is crazy. It really is crazy.
Hey, you be the first person to do that too.
What?
Snitch on somebody to stay in your house.
I'm gonna stand up there. I guess I hope I'd never to be in that situation. That it happens to me, and I hope to God it doesn't. But it would be hard for me. And I'm gonna use you as for an example. If I saw.
Let me tell you the story first.
All right.
Before you bring me in. It was this one show that aired like in September. It was in New Orleans, and the show aired at like 6 p.m. And they showed the neighborhood or whatever. By 12 a.m., the guy that was on the show, he stayed in the same house. He did some snitching apparently. He was dead by 12 a.m.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. I'm somewhere and I witnessed your son get gunned down. Would you want me to tell? Or I didn't see nothing. How would you feel if I was there? Well, maybe I was with it. Maybe we would get. Maybe I was in the car with it, and I clearly saw what happened. And I said, I ain't see nothing. How would you feel? How would you take that? I didn't see it. I didn't see anything. I don't know who did it. That's crazy.
What would I do?
Yeah, didn't you try to kill me?
I had to do you. Like, are you serious, man? Like, what?
Yeah, so, what I'm saying, we got to make stands, not against them, but against anybody who's not doing right. You know what I mean? Like I said, we're making a big fuss of Zimmerman, but do you know how many cases is like that every day? Black on black crime, it ain't never made the news.
I guess they say they're keeping it in the family.
Is that what it is?
And that's what I say. Let us take care of our own family. Let us take care of our own backyard.
I mean, how will you take care of your own backyard?
How many Zimmermans have there been in the last 500? I ain't even going to say 400 years, 500 years.
If you want to go 400 years ago, there's probably a bunch of them. But when you can bring it to modern day, that is not what you said. Take care of our. That is not our issue. That is not what's bringing us down. Zimmerman is not the one that's killing us. That is not the one that's killing us.
No, he's not.
But he don't have a right because they done did enough of that.
Thank you. I'm not saying that we have
nobody has a right.
Exactly.
Nobody has a right.
That is right. Nobody has a right, but
it's happening.
What's my favorite line? I'd rather walk through a pack of white boys than I'd walk through a pack of black boys any day of the week.
And that's so sad. And that's what we need to change. But we need to change that. We really need to change
exactly.
that.
But the only way we can change it is to acknowledge it. If we don't acknowledge there's a problem, and we brush it under the rugs. We don't tell because you ain't allowed to snitch. You ain't allowed to do nothing. Yeah, what are we supposed to do? Just let them have at it? Because that's what we're doing. We just let them have at it. I was at the barbershop the other day. And they were talking about this place is like the wild, wild west now. And they were talking, because barbershop right down the street from that Kroger's.
I went to your barbershop today.
Did you?
Yeah.
And they were talking about it there. And it's like, man, people are really getting bold when they just do it all in broad daylight. And like it's nothing.
They just talking the same broad daylight thing today. Like they still on that same thing. Yeah, broad daylight. Like, oh, man.
So, it used to be, they do stuff at night, around the corner. Now they just doing it. And you said yourself, they just walked in your house in broad daylight yesterday, day before yesterday. Come on. You don't think it was one of Zimmerman's cousins, do you? Not at all. You don't even remotely think it was Zimmerman's cousin. Because, you know what? And this is one thing these thug boys are scared of. They're scared to go over there and mess with them. But they'll mess with us.
Right.
And that's something else that's more like the Willie Lynch. Because we'll attack each other. But we know not to cross that line because you know you're going to prison forever.
That's right. That's right. And it's sad. It is. So what do we do to change it? We got to start somewhere.
And they know all them folks got guns. They think we don't. Everybody. They think we don't have guns. They know all them guys got guns.
They got alarm systems and all surveillance systems and all that kind of stuff on the house. So, you know, that it's ridiculous. And if vigilante was allowed, I'd be a vigilante. I would be a vigilante. That's the reason why I don't own no gun now. Because them crazy boys, if I even suspect them to be a little off track, I might hit the wrong one. But we must, you know, you said we got to take back our communities, but you haven't given me one solid solution where we could start as a community. Them boys ain't getting ready to go plant no flowers.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And we say
garden. Only way they're gonna do it is that guy on that truck that got that shotgun maker.
See,
you know,
that's right there. It's our generation, the more mature generation, that say what they're not gonna do. How do you know? We never even tried it. We've never even tried it.
Okay, well now.
Where has it been tried here? And I tried it in Chicago, and it works.
Well,
it works. So I mean, it works. Whether we here or there, it's same people. Whether we here or there.
You know what you're selling?
I'm not selling.
No, I'm gonna tell you what you're selling. You're selling love. See, you desensitize the gentlemen, the thug boys, with love. See, that's everybody can't pull that off. Bam can't pull it off. I can't pull it off.
How do you know?
You're coddling these people, and maybe. And that's the other thing. Women have lowered their standards in men, so the expectation is lower, so they perform at lower rates. Back in my day, if a man wasn't legitimate, he didn't get no chicks. Now you can get chicks with your pants down, your hair uncombed, your gold teeth in your mouth.
But with the low credit score too.
I know with the low credit score.
Yeah, see.
Or no credit. Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's why we have to change the perspective. Change the young men, the young women will follow. You know,
it's actually going to start with the woman.
No.
Back in my day, it did. It started with the woman. The woman set the expectation. It's just like, and I'm going to change the subject. It's just like our expectation in the hood of an African American restaurant is low. We can, in the hood, we can pull off anything. The bathroom don't have to work. Might be supplies flying around there. We expect it.
Just make sure it's done.
Yeah, you know, we expect.
Make sure the wings cook all the way through.
We don't expect it to be clean and sanitized and great service. Our expectation is low. So our expectation, women's expectation of men is low. Men's expectation of what they need to do is low. So everything we do is at a low level. We got to raise the bar and stop performing below the standard. And whatever that standard may be. We just accept it. We accept, and I talked about this, we accept the Asians coming in our community, and we're not allowed to tell them we don't like the food or they didn't make the food right.
Now, whose fault is
They
that?
make you get out.
Whose
You
fault
buy
is
it and you get out.
Whose fault is that?
Our own fault.
Right.
And you spoke on it. I wish you would speak on it right now because, you know, I talk too much. I end up talking all
why
night
do
long.
we keep on patronizing these same people that have no respect for us?
We don't
treat
know
us
better.
So that we have to
because man, those people who go in those places, they're in their neighborhood. They're not gonna go get on the bus and go all the way across town with no fried rice and chicken, man.
We could come up with a system. Come up with something for that as well. We come up with something. We have to. Because why do we keep allowing these Asians and Philippines and the Arabs come over here? They own the gas stations. They own all the gas stations. Hair, beauty supply houses, Chinese houses. And we steady go back in there spending our hard-earned money. Why? Why? And we get sloppy service or no service. Talk to anybody.
Because it's convenient.
And that makes sense.
Well, we need to get unconvenience.
We
it's
do
convenient
very well.
and it's easy to walk down the street. Then they just take it. Like
And
I said, as long as that food is done, as long as that number 5 is it's black or whatever. It ain't. Yeah, it's good. On payday, they don't have to go all the way down the street and they ain't got to pay Shonda $20 to take across town for gas money. They gonna go and do it.
And when that boy with them saggy pants take it to that chick with a couple of kids, she gonna be so thankful. Oh, he brought me some Chinese food.
Yeah, exactly.
And she gonna tell all the girlfriends,
yeah.
Oh, Twan brought me some Chinese food. You know, like he done went somewhere.
You think she gonna say, take me to Doraville or whatever? No. Twan bought me a 6-piece wing and shrimp fried rice and some type of noodles that look like ramen noodles or whatever. You know, it's. Hey.
So the problem is huge. You know, it's huge. And is there any curbing it? Maybe through God's grace is the only way that this will get turned around. That's the absolutely only way, because just like Bam said, convenience. Convenience is why we do what we do. You know, close to my house, they closed down the Kroger. Now these folks are walking to this Kroger. Now they gotta walk a country mile or get a ride or catch a cab, whatever it takes. But you know, the Big Bear is still standing strong, and the Piggly Wiggly is still standing strong. But the Kroger couldn't survive.
The Big Bear.
You know, and I was talking to someone that worked in one of those in the Kroger, matter of fact, and they were talking about a guy walks in the Kroger, shirt untucked, and when he walks out, his shirt's tucked in. And I didn't understand quite what he was talking about. He said they did that every day. So what you do is you go in there with your shirt untucked, you load up your stuff, and then you tuck your shirt back in, and then you go on out, because the shirt actually acts as a grocery bag for you, and you go on out the store.
I was talking to one of my people today. I said it was at the gas station. You know, person does a race to the gas station, and he knew that these guys were up to something. You know, about five of your cousins at the gas pump over by him. So he opened his car door, opened his truck door, to let them know that it ain't gonna be sweet over here. So they went out in the store and came back out with like $15 worth of snacks and stuff, and got $2 worth of gas. And then now you think those people paid for that? I'm like, no, $2 worth of gas and $15 worth of snacks.
So where does that benefit Flo, Nunya, where does that come from? Where does that mentality come from that we go in and take?
Wow.
Where does it come from? You got a food stamp, you know? You got a roof over your head because your folks are on Section 8. And there are jobs here in Atlanta. They might be the best paying job, but there are jobs in Atlanta. And if you're on Section 8 and you got low income and your pay is low, that might balance out. You know, if you're not paying much to live.
I think take, man.
Yeah. So it's a whole mentality.
Yeah, program. It's called program.
And if you got a boyfriend out there robbing and stealing, how are you with him? Because you know eventually you're going to jail, and you're going to have kids by him. So we're not making great choices or decisions.
It's glamorized. Jail is glamorized by the music.
How do you glamorize being institutionalized?
Because it's supposed to be the hard of the hardest.
Right.
The strongest spot, the